What's up, guys? It's James Carino again, and I fully rehabilitated my YouTube channel. Did the personal branding and everything. So the channel's name is Coding with James, and did the personal branding, fixed everything up here. It looks much more, I guess, it has the aura of being like a business brand. So today we're going to be trying out a hard lead code problem. I don't really know what to do yet. Got a bunch of emails. It's the emails that I got were really like relatively easy and medium, and I'm gonna get to that, I promise you guys. But today let's try our hand on a hard lead code problem. So let's type in LeetCode and right, and problems, and let's go to algorithm, and let's actually look at the LeetCode problem starting from the first one. Let's actually do this. The first hard LeetCode problem on under algorithm says medium of two sorted arrays. It's hard, that's what it says. And let's check it out. um, So median of two sorted arrays. Given two sorted arrays, nums1 and nums2 of size m and n respectively, okay, return the median of the two sorted arrays. Okay, so they said given these two arrays, right, we sort it, we merge the array, sort it out, and then get the median. In this case, since this is odd, the median is the middle index or the middle number, right? When it's even, after sorted, the median is the two middle numbers divided by 2. So, okay, so this is a double. We're returning a double. It's integers. Okay, so these are the constraints. Nums1 length is m, and nums2 length is n. Okay, so let's start coding. Start a new project, and let's name it median sorted arrays. Okay, so project's name is median sorted arrays, and let's copy and paste this because this is what LeetCode wants us. This is what the function that they gave us. Okay, so let's walk through what we want to do here. So we want to merge two arrays, right? So in this case, what we want is to possibly use a helper class. Let's use a helper class, right? To just do the merging. That way, when we put it inside here, the find median sorted arrays, all we have to do is pretty much just find the median, right? Find the median of the sorted arrays. So in this case, let's actually just merge. Let's make a method that merges the two arrays. Public static. We're gonna be returning an integer, right? An integer array. Arrays int, and we're gonna be taking the parameters nums1 and nums2, right? So they said that they want m for nums1 length and n for nums2 length. Okay, so let's do that. M is equal to nums1 length and student out length. Okay, right? So what I'm pretty much trying to do here is I'm gonna get the lengths, add it up together, and then that would be the length of the new array that we're gonna be possibly making here, right? So let's create the new array where we're gonna be storing the values of the two arrays that we have. Total length is equal to m plus n. Okay, so we get the total length, right? We get the total length of the two arrays. I mean, yeah, by getting the sum of these two, by getting the sum of the total of each array, right? So what I'm trying to do next is I'm gonna get the index. So let's work with the index of the first array and the index of the second array, right? The reason for this is that way when we're iterating through the index, when we're at the first index of this new array that we have, we get the first element in the first index of nums1 of the array nums1, and then we put it inside the new array, right? Until we hit the length of until we actually hit the length of the first length, which is m, and then after that we keep doing it for nums2 until we hit the total length, right? So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to get the first index. Index 1 is equal to 0 for the values of nums1 okay. So now let's actually make a target index. In this case, the target index. Okay, so had to unplug that. We're back. Okay, so a quick recap. Index 1 would be for the values of nums1 starting from the first index of nums1, and index 2 we will start from the first index of the array num2. So as I said, let's make a target index. In this case, I'm just calling it target index, but you guys could call it I. It's similar to the for loop where we do int I equals 0, int I less than the total, I plus plus. But in this case, we're gonna do a while loop. And I'll explain it to you in a couple minutes. Let me just type this out. Would be total length, right? While I, or the target index, right, is less than the total length, while this is true, we're gonna execute this block of code right here. So let's go with storing whatever are in the elements of nums1. Let's store it into the new array, right? So let's do if target index is less than, right, m, right? Let's actually use m, right? Is less than m. Let's do a new array at target index, and let's store whatever is in nums1 at index 1. So what we did here at index 0 of nums1, since we're starting at index 0 of new array, we're going to store whatever is in nums1 at that specific index, in this case 0, to index 1 of new array, right? So since we don't have a for loop, we're gonna be doing this manually, right? Not like just doing it a for loop and then I plus plus or whatever. In this case, we're gonna be doing index plus plus, right? And we're gonna iterate, or add 1 every single time this block of code, this if block of code executes. Next, else, right? Else the target index is now equal to m, right? Now else target index is now equal to m. We're going to execute this block of code. Now we want to store the values of nums2 starting from where target index ended, right? That's the whole reason why I chose to do a while loop, then a for loop, and then a while loop, right? I think that would work too. But anyway, so we're doing an if, and then when it becomes equal to m, right, we're going to execute else, this else. So we're going to do new array, and we're going to do target index equal nums2, right, at index 2, because in this case index 2 is the first element of nums2, and we're putting it where we ended in the new array. And same thing, index plus plus and target index plus plus, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep executing this until this gives us false. So until target index is equal to the total length. So that way we know that we're actually going to less than -1 of the length, because as like we all know, or we want to recap, in an array of 4 elements, we started index 0, 1, 2, 3. Length is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's always length is always +1, index is always -1 of the length. So in this case, well, the target index is less than the total length, we're gonna fill the values, right? We're gonna keep filling 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, after that, we need to return the new array. Let's actually check first if we actually got a new array, if we actually got to merge the new array. So system out dot print and arrays dot toString, and we're going to put in the new array. Let's try to build it. Oh, hold on. We actually don't have this, so let's just return return actually, rather than doing that, we can just do this, and we can actually put merge arrays. Let's actually create the arrays. What arrays did they choose? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we're gonna make a new array, array 1. It's gonna have 1, 1, 2. Do the same thing. Right, and we're gonna merge the arrays. Array 1, array 2. Let's check if we actually got it right before we move on to the second part of the problem, of the challenge. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. We were able to successfully merge the two arrays, right? So let's see. Let's actually do this. That way we know that we did not sort it. We did not do any sorting. The whole point of this whole method that we did merge arrays was just to merge the two arrays together, right? So now let's actually find the median of the sorted arrays. So how I would proceed with this is, all we have to do pretty much is we now have the the array, right? But but it's not sorted. So the first thing we're gonna be creating is let's create a new array, right? That way we can actually get the returned array, because we're returning an integer array from merge arrays, right? So, and it has to be an integer. So let's do a new array here, and let's call it nums1, nums2. Basically, we're gonna be entering through here first, and then from here we're gonna enter to merge arrays, and we're gonna bring back the what we returned here into this array, right? So as we mentioned in the last video, we did the selection sort for the last problem that we did, but I also showed you guys a quick and easy way to do a sort. That way, to save time, we're going to be using that sort method, the Arrays.sort method, right? Let's use the built-in sorting method in Java. So that's just Arrays.sort, and we're going to pass a new array. So that should sort out the array 1, 3, 2, 4. And if we want to see that, we could do a system out here that print. It's going to return an error. Let's just do that to check if arrays.toString. Let's put it inside. Oh, that's because we're returning a double, right? I guess that's because we're returning a double. I guess to check is we're gonna have to pretty much go to the end of the whole procedure. That way we can actually check if it was actually sorted. Let's actually move on, and then we'll check right away. We'll check whatever mistakes we have in the case of if it was sorted. But I have full faith in the built-in sorting method of Java, and so let's move on, right? So let's make an integer, right? Let's make an integer to actually grab the high middle, and I'm calling it high middle because it deals with the index as well. Later on, I'll explain to you guys what the high middle will be and whatever the other middle will be, right? So we're gonna name it in this case high middle. Okay, high middle is equal to new array dot length divided by 2, right? So in this array, right, high middle would be 4 divided by 2 would be 2. So its high middle would be 2, right? Let's make this 5. High middle would be 2 because that's pretty much 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, so next we can do an if statement, right? And if the new array dot length modulus 2, right, is equal to 0, which means there's no remainder, right? Which means it's an even numbered array. We can do is we can make a new middle, but let's call it low middle. And low middle would be equal to high middle minus 1. And I will explain that in a sec. So int sum is equal to new array dot low middle plus new array dot high middle. All right. So going back to this case, right? High middle in this case is 2, right? So it's 2. Low middle is high middle minus 1. So low middle in the case of the example above, it's 1, right? And what we want, right, in the sorted array, once this is sorted, once we sort it, it's gonna look like this. 1, right? We got 3 here, we got 4, and we got 5. If it's an even numbered array, in this case it's even numbered, right? We're gonna get our high middle, and we're gonna make a new middle, which is low middle. We call it low middle. And we're using it as the index of the elements inside the array. So index 2, right? 0, 1, 2, and index 0, 1, because high middle minus 1, and we're going to add it together and divide it by 2. Reason being is that's pretty much what the median means. Getting the middle number, adding it together, and dividing it by 2, and we're going to get a double. So we're also going to be doing a little bit of converting later on, because as of right now we have a bunch of integers, right? So we have the sum, and this is where we actually convert, right? And sum is, let's make this 2.0 to make sure that sum answer, let's make it 2.0 because that would pretty much give us the decimal that we want, and we're going to return the answer, right? But if it's an odd numbered array, we're just going to return the new array with high middle, right? So I passed it in like it was a function. So pretty much in this array, right, it's odd numbered, it's sorted, this is the median. Same thing in this array, the median is 2. So what we're going to be doing is, let's do what we wanted to do a while ago, just to check if the array was actually sorted. Print line. And let's put a new array. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, because we actually did not call it in the main method. So in this case, the name is merge arrays. Was it merge arrays? Find median sorted. So it's print public static, because it's in the main function, and it should pop out. There you go. So let's bring in array 1, let's bring in array 2, and let's do for array 1 1 2, and for array 2 3 4. 2.5. Oh, we printed it out here too. So we pretty much sorted it. Excuse me. So we sorted the array and line so that we can see it. So this is, in this case, it's already sorted, but we got 2.5. 2.5, correct. Now let's do 132 to actually check. And the sorting method worked, right? Is the answer indeed 2.0? Yes, it is, because it's an odd numbered and the median is the middle. Lastly, let's try 0, 0, and empty and 1. 0, 0. It should give us is perfect, and empty. Oh, there you go. Unsorted, and then this is sorted right here. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, I apologize for the Alexa a while ago, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions on how I did this, pretty much explained the whole way, but feel free to email me, as some of you guys have been emailing me. I will answer the medium and easy questions, and I will do basic programming problems and basic programming fundamentals very soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this hard LeetCode problem of find median sorted arrays. I guess we did it, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to subscribe, like the video, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Any feedback is positive feedback, always looking to grow. So definitely check the channel out. Thank you, guys.